Hey now, ladies and gentlemen. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now, and hey now. Hour number 2 of the line, Talk 99.5. Talk995.com. Enter McLeanWho.com. Talk 99.5 app. Real Talk 99.5 TV on YouTube and all that stuff. Looking through the text line. Edwin says, Andrew, have you seen the new Hulk Hogan doc on Netflix? It's really good, not going to lie. The last episode got me. I actually finished it last night, and I will say the same thing. The end of the episode, the last episode, kind of got me. Well, I told Trish, I said, don't look at me. I'm crying right now. I didn't cry. I might have started to tear up, but I didn't cry. Because I'm a man. I don't cry. Yeah, I watched it, thought it was great. My only complaint is they did everything they could to not mention Bubba throughout the whole documentary. The only glance of of Bubba John Bird was in one shot where Hulk Hogan was talking to one of his doctors. He was wearing a Bubba Army shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And when they talked about the sex tape, they mentioned Hogan's best friend at the time, former best friend, and that was it. Never even said his name.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. And so, and part of me wonders if, like, in part of the lawsuit, you know, because the lawsuit was against Clear Channel Radio, and it was not, was it Clear Channel? Was it Cox Radio? 102.5 The Bone down in Tampa. Is that Cox Radio? I can't remember. But the lawsuit against them, I would imagine that maybe in that settlement, which was an undisclosed settlement, it was the tune of millions and millions of dollars that was paid out because the sex tape was not leaked by Bubba. It was leaked by their competitors at a different radio station there in Tampa. And they ended up having to pay, the station itself had to pay Hulk Hogan a lot of money. There may be something in that settlement that said Hogan could not mention Bubba publicly or acknowledge him or be his friend or whatever. And Hogan was probably like, fine, just give me my money. Because he needed money after his divorce from Linda, which is why he was in such a bad position and why he was living with Bubba for part of the time, because he didn't even have anywhere to live. And, you know, Bubba being Bubba, he's like, hey, you wanna do my wife, you know? And, of course, they got home security. It gets caught on the home security camera. An employee steals it, takes it to the competition, looking for a job, blah, blah, blah. There's a video on Amazon Prime called Video Killed the Radio Star. If you like the Hulk Hogan documentary, go rent Video Killed the Radio Star. It's $5 to rent on Amazon Prime. And the whole movie is about the Bubba and the sex tape. And it gives all the details that the documentary didn't give. They didn't give near enough to that because that was such a big part of Hogan's life. And the reason it kind of irked me that they didn't even mention Bubba's name, because for 10, 20 years, 10, 15 years, Bubba and Hogan were inseparable. They were best friends, even during his stint on TNA wrestling. Bubba was on TNA with him, and Bubba was there for him throughout the divorce and all the hard times and everything else, and is still there for his family. Brooke Hogan was in studio, came to Bubba's show, and in studio last week. She came by for Bubba's birthday and stayed for half the show, and they talked about the documentary and everything else. So y'all check that out, man. And if you do, let me know, because I told those guys I'd promote it. It's been out several months. But if you like the Hogan documentary, I'm telling you, it is 100% worth going to look up. Look up Video Killed the Radio Star, Amazon Prime. You can Google it. You can go to your Amazon app, whatever, and watch that. It's a couple hours long, but this is why you'll be interested in it, because with that sex tape, it ends up tying back to Donald Trump. And I know this is crazy and it's hard to believe, but essentially the the brokers of the sex tape, when a celebrity sex tape comes out, there's always brokers, with the Tommy Lee and
Mhm.
Pamela Anderson and all. There's always a middleman because so when somebody gets in possession of this, they go to one of these sex tape brokers and they say to them, "Hey, figure out how you can get the most money out of this," because in a lot of cases, people are looking to make money off of it.
Mhm.
And so the guy that ends up being the broker has an attorney from down in Tampa, and the attorneys end up being the same attorneys that end up representing Michael Cohen in some fashion. And remember the time that Michael Cohen was getting pinned by the FBI and everything else, and they were basically squeezing Michael Cohen's lawyer to say, "Hey, flip on Trump, or we're going to go back and we're going to revisit this Hogan sex tape stuff that we didn't charge you with because we knew y'all were brokering the sex tape and committing crimes in distributing that." And it's crazy. It's crazy.
Phew, man.
So it's tied to politics, and so it's all laid out there. All of our friends from Tuttle and Bubba and the Diacos and all those guys are in the documentary. It's well worth the watch. Remember, Video Killed the Radio Star is the name of it. Go check that out, and if you watch it, let me know. That was a long explanation. I hope I didn't give all the dirty details on there. Let me hit the phone lines. I'm going to go back to what happened on Saturday. A couple new things on that, and a couple things I forgot to talk about yesterday. First, I'll get Alan in Richburg. Alan, what's up?
Actually, I'm in Texas. Actually, my last name's Richburg. But anyway,
Alan Richburg in Texas. Got it.
I'm piling a shower and I'm listening to y'all on my phone. So
nice.
First time caller, but I heard you talking about the Grateful Dead when their last tour. They made a ton of money, and one of the Vince Welnick, who was one of the band members, I drove a limousine when I lived in Dallas, and him and his wife flew in, stayed at the mansion on Turtle Creek, and I guess he'd bought a couple of cutting horses and a ranch out, west of Fort Worth, and so I picked them up, drove them over to Fort Worth from Dallas to the Will Rogers Coliseum, and about the time I got about 2 or 3 miles from the hotel, they put the window up on the limousine, the partition. And by about another 3 or 4 miles, I had to roll the window down to try to catch my breath because I was getting high going down the road trying to get to where I was going. But
nice.
Anyway, I heard you talking about that, and I think actually he committed suicide here a few years ago. But anyway, that was a memory that I had, and I wanted to share with you on that. So.
That's good stuff, man. I like that.
But I listen to y'all show. I enjoy it. I remodel bathrooms, and I'm here in the shower tiling, and thought I'd call and share that with you.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're tiling because I thought you were actually like bathing yourself while you were listening to us.
No, I've got my clothes on it. I'm not a naked tiler, so
okay.
At least not yet. If that pays more, I might consider that.
I got you. Well,
good one, man.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it, Alan. I was going to tell him, my wife's harassing me about remodeling the bathroom. So if he ever ends up in Alabama, hook a brother up. Just keep your clothes on. That's all I ask. Yeah, and y'all, listen, I got a story, too. And y'all may not believe this, but while I was doing Uber, there was a Fish concert, I think, at Oak Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a ride request from the Winfrey Hotel. And a couple guys get in there, and I could tell that they're kind of, they're different. They got a different aura about them. And so I'm just taking them to a short trip to Walgreens, which is just right down the street. And I'm kind of chatting with them, whatever. And they're like, "Yeah, we got a show tonight, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "Well, where are you playing at?" They're like, "Oak Mountain." I'm like, "Oak Mountain?" Well, they're like, "Well, what band are you with?" They're like, I play with Fish." And it was one of the band members and then the manager. I guess, some road manager or whatever. And they're like, "Yeah, I play in the band. And this is I'm the manager, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "That's dope." So they weren't in there very long, but I was trying to quickly Google while they were in the store so I could get some backstory and because I didn't want to come off as a jerk. I don't listen to Fish. I mean, I know them. I know of the band, but I couldn't tell you band member names or, I couldn't pick out a song or whatever. But yeah, sure enough, I guess was he the bass player or something? I don't remember. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, they kind of took over for the Dead.
Yeah, I know they're big. I mean, people like travel around
Huge.
the country to watch the
Yep.
same concert like 20 times over, which is crazy to me. I mean, I don't hate on people for that. It's actually kind of cool, especially if you end up getting special access. Like, I wish I had the means to be able to just travel around the country and watch concerts. But um, are you getting to see a different concert if you're following the same band?
Well, I know with the Dead, it was. I mean, because they were a jam band, they would jam, and a lot of times it was never quite the same
Yeah,
version.
yeah, and I could see honestly. I mean, a band would want to do something slightly different town to town, because every when you go to a concert, you want to, as a member of the audience, you want to feel like you're getting something special that nobody else is getting. And in a lot of cases, it's not, but you feel like it is. Like, for instance, a band will wrap up their concert and go off stage, and the crowd will start chanting one more song, one more, and then the
Yep.
band will come out there and do another song. And used to, and maybe this is just in my head, used to, I would feel like, oh, we actually convinced him to come out and play one more song. But in reality, they're actually planning on that, you
Yeah,
know?
they've got that song.
Because you're thinking
Yeah.
about it, you're like, man, there's that one song, that one hit song they didn't play. One more song. And then they come out and they just happen to play that song. That's how it is. E's on the line. E, what's up, bub?
What's up, brother? Man, I got some crazy stories about that Fish concert because I live right down the street from them. Man, I have taken people, and it's such a crazy, diverse group. Dude, I've taken people from like 18 to people that are 80, no joke, to that concert. And everybody is stoned out of their mind.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt. There's a lot
And
of
it was
reefer.
good times because, you get a second hand high from them, and man, it was crazy times.
Who smells more like weed? Picking up somebody from a Fish concert or picking up somebody from East Lake?
Fish concert, definitely.
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 Yeah, I would agree with that. I agree.
Yeah.
It's some wild times, man. Being a rideshare driver is just I
Oh
don't.
my God. Yeah. You and I, we both have some stories to tell, but I mean, it would take a whole radio show, but some good times, some wild times, some scary times, and not a whole lot of tipping, which people, y'all need to tip.
Yeah,
Gas ain't cheap nowadays.
it's if you've never done it, I don't think you can ever fully understand what that lifestyle is like of having to deal with, you know, rideshare people. Because it honestly
And,
it is. It's a different type of people. It's like a
and it's
society
one of
among
these
its own.
And it's one of these things. You can work at a grocery store, at a retail store, whatever. Somebody puts one complaint, you're still good. But the thing is that people make up such BS stories about rideshare drivers and that they get canned for literally not doing anything. It's so sickening, dude. I mean, if you want a $12 free ride, bro, just tell me. I will take you there. Just don't end my career. Like, people that have been doing this for 10, 12, 15 years, and oh, he looked at me funny. He was, doing this or that, and you get blocked for no reason.
Yeah.
Somebody just because they felt a different way. That's such BS, dude.
And
Come
it
on.
sucks because it's not like you can really pick and choose who you pick up. You don't know when you pick up somebody whether
Yes,
or not they're the type of person that's so cheap that they're going to report you for so they can save $12 and your ability to make money and put food on the table. But also in the interaction front of it. You mentioned a grocery store, right? So working at a grocery store, say you're a cashier, and you interact with the general public and lots of different kinds of people. It's one thing to just have to deal with them for a few minutes as they go through line, you scan their stuff, they pay for their stuff, you may chit chat a little bit or whatever. When you're a rideshare driver, you are
you're in it.
you're putting yourself in a extremely confined space with a complete stranger for anywhere from 5 minutes to 2 hours, and anything can happen. Like
And
anything can happen, and it's a
and what people
bizarre. It's it's a bizarre experience. It's almost like an experiment. It's
And
crazy.
what people don't understand, the people in your car, they have the advantage. They're sitting behind you, bro. If they want to put you, that's why people are like, oh, why don't you wear your seatbelt when you're with a passenger? I was like, because that seatbelt can turn into a weapon. They can choke the hell out of me with my own seatbelt.
Yeah, I would never
I'd
wear my
rather,
seatbelt.
and people are sitting behind. You can't do nothing to them. What are you going to do? Like, you can't punch backwards.
Yeah, no,
And
it's a very dangerous job, honestly.
very underappreciated. Well, that's all I had to say, Andrew. Thank you, buddy. Love the show.
Love you long time. There's a resident Uber driver. It is it's a wild industry, man. If you've never done it, it's not for the faint of heart. I'll tell you that right now. Alan, I see you. Let me grab you on the other side, buddy, if you got a minute. 205-545-9950. Also, discussions about what happened on Saturday. I'll get to that right after this. Okay, somebody said the bass player for Fish is Mike Gordon. He's a pedo. Said got his ass beat by some Hell's Angels for trying to get with an underage girl. And listen, I just said bass player just is random. I don't remember what member of the band he was, and it totally wasn't the bass player. I just made that up.
Whoa, you just made that up?
I mean, I don't. He was something in the band. I just don't remember what.
Oh no, we're gonna get a call from a lawyer. Oh man.
Maybe the person with him was his probation officer. I don't know. He said it was his manager.
Yeah, but we definitely don't know what instrument he played.
Seriously, I don't know. I mean, he could have been the singer. I don't remember. So, anyway, let's go to Alan. Tennessee Ridge, Alan. Tennessee Ridge, what's up?
Hey, man, what's going on? I was going to tell you a little story about me meeting ZZ Top in Knoxville.
Nice. Let's hear this.
And so we pull up to the hotel and the landscaping crew I'm with, and I see these guys with beanies getting out of these really nice tour vans. And I said, man, that looks like ZZ Top. My manager was like, no, that ain't them. I said, I think it is. So we just let it go at that. I come around the corner, I'm weed eating, and outside smoking a cigarette by himself is Dusty. So I stood there and talked to him for like 30 minutes. I mean, and it was just like sitting and having a normal conversation with, Joe Blow down the street. I mean,
yeah,
just so awesome. So I talked to him, went on down, got my backpack blower on, went down, started blowing off the front. I come around the corner, there's the whole band standing outside talking.
Oh, man.
I was like, oh, man. So I'm trying to not bother them. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't want to come out and just start blowing around them and everything. So I'm blowing
their beards around and everything.
Yeah. So all of a sudden I feel a tap on my shoulder. I turn around, it's Billy. I was like, yes, sir. He goes,
Oh my gosh.
you think you could do that somewhere else? I said, sir, if I could get away without doing this blankety blank, I would. He just throwed his head up, started laughing. He said, carry on, brother.
That's pretty good.
But that was my story. I just thought I'd let y'all know about it. Y'all have a wonderful
Wait,
day.
Alan, before you leave, I need you to do one thing
Yeah.
for me, okay? I want you to go,
Yeah.
ha, 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 in that deep voice.
Ha, ha, ha.
Man, there he is. There he is.
All right, Alan, thanks, man.
Y'all have a wonderful day.
See you, man.
Dude's got a radio voice there.
He does. He's Mr. Cool Guy. Yeah, it'd have been funny if he'd have tapped him on the shoulder and be like, hey, get over here and comb my beard. You'd have been blowing it all over the place.
Or as young boys always like to say, come over here, our drummer, got injured and I need you to come up and play drums tonight. That's
Yeah.
always the fantasy.
Yeah, like a movie script. It's like, what? You blew our guitar player over with your leaf blower. You're going to have to play guitar tonight. Wow. That's good stuff, man. We do a whole show on meeting celebrities, honestly. We really could. Good stuff. 205-545-9950, 545-9950. I do want to mention this real quick. So, in the aftermath of the assassination attempt of Donald Trump and Trump administration officials, as the news stations are covering, what just happened, and they've got like a live shot of the ballroom, there are, in one particular woman I was watching the video of this morning, is seen grabbing wine bottles off the tables and stuffing them under her arms.
No.
and like literally stealing the wine from the event that she was just going to dip out with. Other women are like holding up, groups of women are like holding up the wine bottles and taking selfies with them and everything else. And I'm like, part of me was like, and of course we don't know if this is a member of the media. It could be somebody else that was invited or whatever. But my first thought was, man, that's so trashy. And then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, I am the person that always takes leftovers from an event. And the people that know me will, like, I usually don't ask for leftovers. They're offered to me. And it's one, because either people know, like if I go to my in-laws' house and my mother-in-law will always be like, you need to take a plate with you because I don't eat during the day. But then other places will notice I don't eat and say, hey, take something home with you. And so I almost never leave an event without a to-go plate, and so that I was thinking it was kind of shady at first, but I don't blame her. Just broke my headphones. Ah, that sucks.
Oh, you're kidding, man. That's the worst feeling.
Oh,
Can you glue them?
No, well,
They got some super epoxy that. Yeah, you can glue it. You can do it, man. If you can glue it, you can do it.
well, it's like hold on. It's like I don't know how to explain it.
Electrical tape, maybe.
Huh?
Electrical tape, maybe you could.
No, because it's like all adjustable and stuff.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is what I do in a case of an emergency.
I
I
mean,
text my wife.
yeah. You could wear a headband, like an athletic headband.
Hold on, I gotta put a bunch of crying emojis with it, so she knows this is serious. No, I mean these particular headphones are they're not that expensive. They're good quality headphones, but they're fairly cheap. They're only like $50.
Oh, that is a good price.
Yeah, and they're great headphones. And I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look at Amazon and see if I can just order another pair real quick. I wish Amazon treated me like they treated you.
Man, they love me. Of course, I've been doing it since 2009, ordering stuff from them.
I mean, if I were, maybe I should get them sent to your house.
Yeah, go ahead.
Should I do that?
Yeah.
Can I change
I
the
get
address?
Yeah, of course you can.
Should I get a different color?
What colors do they have?
Well, here's a headphones. These are orange. Nah, I probably shouldn't go orange, should I? That's too much orange. Plus, it doesn't look like the right orange.
I think like a gunmetal, something like that, would look good. Sort of a not silver, not bright silver, but that kind of, slightly darker.
It looks like there's just that orange and white and black. I'm probably just gonna stick with.
Well, I like the white. It goes good with your dark hats that you do.
Yeah.
It pops, as the kids say. It pops,
as the children say.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let me share this with my wife real quick.
But yeah, you're welcome to send it to my house because it's crazy how quick stuff comes. They love me.
Let's see if I can. Hold on. This is. Sorry, I know I'm doing a radio show or whatever, but like this is a literal emergency.
Oh, is that what this is?
Because honestly, at the end of the day, I mean, we've got headphones. Oh, and there's my yard guy. Okay, he's just coming. Everybody's texting me. My yard guy is David Lynham, by the way.
Yeah, man.
But so if you need yard work done, 1-800. No, what's the number? 205 something Davo is the number. Lawn Rangers. Just look up the Lawn Rangers on Facebook. They do a great job. The headphones in here suck. Like the ones that are in this
Don't
drawer.
do it.
Not gonna use
Don't do it. Just deal with those till the end of the show. Yeah, if you can get overnight. I mean, when my stuff says overnight, like anything over $25, I get free overnight.
Yeah.
And when they say overnight, like between 4 and 8 in the morning, it is between 4 and 8.
Well, I'm going to try to make these work until then. I guess I could tape them. It's just like this. Wait, which one is it? Is it this one? Is it? I think it's this one. It's kind of dangling. It moves around and stuff, but like something snapped, and it's just a whole thing. Everybody's like, okay, just shut up about your headphones. Noto Roofing, NOTOroofing.com. NOTOroofing.com. That'll get you in for a free roof inspection, complimentary roof tune-up, and all that jazz. So get with them, man, with this rain and weather and everything else. Limbs might be falling and whatever else. You could have damage. You could have water damage that could be happening. And raining, the rain and the bad weather will highlight that for you. They'll check it all, man. They'll check the top of the roof, the side of the roof. They'll look at the gutters to make sure they're nice and secure and you don't have water leaking in between the gutters in the house. which is where some of the water damage comes from, getting in your attic and everything else. So get with them. They're not going to force you to do anything. This is all free, no obligation, free roof inspection, complimentary roof tune-up. And let them know I sent you. Let them know you're part of the Hey Now Nation. 205-848-2299. That's 848-2299. And online, notoroofing.com. Notoroofing.com. Yeah, so you had the jabroni still in the wine bottles. That was one thing. The other thing was this theory. So there is a Twitter account out there that is, let me pull it up real quick. Cole Allen tweet. An account named Henry Martinez. Okay, now follow me here, John Bird.
Henry Martinez.
Henry Martinez, his account was created in December of 2023. And on December 21st, 2023, they put their one and only tweet on this account. And the tweet simply said, Cole Allen, which is the name of the shooter from Saturday.
Are you serious?
The account itself, the profile picture, is a picture of Pepe the Frog, the famous, conservative, QAnon or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The frog. And the frog is in a tuxedo with a bow tie, holding up a glass of wine/champagne as if he's at a White House Correspondents' Dinner, the exact look that everybody there had. And even to add to it, the header photo, the cover photo, is just this weird photo that's just kind of this abstract, makes no sense photo. And when people try to chase the origins of that photo, it's from a website called Time Travel something. I don't remember the exact name.
Oh, dang.
And so it ends up, and there are people speculating that this photo, the original photo, if you get it and expand it and look at the whole thing, that there within it is a silhouette of the famous Butler, Pennsylvania picture of Trump holding up the fist saying, fight, fight, fight. Like, for instance, this is his head. And then if you expand the picture out, this is his fist in the air. It's even got kind of a silhouette of the Secret Service agents around and everything else. And it's now that part of it is a little bit of a stretch, but it's
Have they
I can
found
see
the
it.
guy? Have they tracked it down? Where?
No sign of him. Just Henry Martinez, just a random Twitter account that was undoubtedly created in 2023, 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago. And the only tweet they have is a tweet that says Cole Allen, the name of Saturday's shooter.
Man,
Like what?
man, I hope people are on that.
Oh yeah, everybody's been talking about it.
Maybe
It's pretty
been,
wild.
Maybe it's been like a 10-year plan that they have these. If shooter number one doesn't accomplish the goal, shooter number two, and then shooter number three.
Well,
and
there were people making connections as far as even the Twitter handle is Henry MA 79561893. Just seems like a random number. If you take those last four digits, 1893, that is the year in which the book was about with Barron Trump, the time traveler. Remember that book?
Yeah.
That was 1893. It's crazy. And then there's some tie with the name Henry Martinez, which I didn't go that far down the rabbit hole, but it's an interesting theory.
Man, that's creepy.
But okay, but there's also this possibility. So forget the time travel thing. What if Henry Martinez, the account wasn't a prediction, but just like engineering? Here's the theory. Cole Allen, the shooter, reportedly interned at NASA JPL. A Henry Martinez was in the same research environment. So Cole creates, this is a theory, so Cole Allen creates a burner uses a real name from his orbit, Henry Martinez, post one thing, his own name, and then goes silent for years. Then he walks into the Washington Hilton, and then think about what he built into that account. The Pepe in a tux, instant QAnon culture signal guaranteed to get picked up by the way back style imagery, creates the illusion of time distortion without actually predicting anything with one cryptic post, triggering exactly the kind of digging that spreads a name. He wasn't then. If that's the case, he wasn't predicting the future. He was programming the internet's reaction to his future. Like what if he was the one behind it?
Do you think he planned it beforehand? This was like a long.
That would be pretty wild to predict it 3 years ago, considering that Donald Trump was not president. I mean, it's almost an implausible theory because 2023, Biden is president. I don't even know. I guess in October of 23, Donald Trump was actively running, campaigning for president at that time. And there was a lot of people thought he had there was a chance he could win. But history would have told you throughout his first term that he didn't go to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, but that doesn't have anything to do with it. Just as Cole Allen, who knows? Maybe he said to himself 3 years ago, hey, if he wins, I'm going to find the perfect opportunity to, take Donald Trump out. I'm going to go ahead and put this cryptic post out there.
Well, we know how most of the left is, so that's not out of the realm of possibility.
And that's the thing about Cole Allen is that we're not dealing with an individual, and Greg Gutfeld made these points yesterday. We're not dealing with an individual that was off his rocker, taking, psychotic meds and hearing voices in his head, living in a school bus like the Nancy Pelosi or the Nancy Pelosi's husband's attacker. Remember the crazy hammer attack guy?
Oh, yeah.
We're not dealing with an individual like that. We're dealing with a well-educated, smart individual that was working in the realm of engineering and NASA and all this other stuff, like a guy that seemed like he was from somewhat of a normal family and from what we understand didn't have any sort of, a history of psychotic episodes. And I think that's an even greater cause for concern because it shows that the left's rhetoric is not just enticing crazy people, it's enticing normal, deranged, just politically deranged people, and which opens a whole new Pandora's box.
Well, I appreciate you ruining my evening because I'll be deep diving all over this all night. I can't let this go.
I'm just saying, man, it's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it. All right, 205-545-9950. Got to hit this break, but I'll come back on the other side, grab some of your phone calls if you want to get in. That's the way you do it. Back after this. Trish just responded, "Okay, baby,"
Oh man, that's so sweet.
which I hope that means she's ordering headphones for me.
Oh, you
I
know it is. She takes care of you, man.
Well, I just had her order me 2 pairs of new tennis shoes. So I thought she might be like, "Yo, you got to give it a rest, cuz you
Well,
spending."
but this is for your work, so you can't give it a rest.
Yeah, that's true. Where's Joe Cumulus in moments like this? Shouldn't Joe Cumulus be paying for this?
Well, I know he sent me flowers for my dad's, uh, my dad's ceremony. So
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, that means we probably spent all of our money.
yeah,
Probably none left
it was
over.
pretty nice. It was pretty nice.
Bubba Rumble's on the line. Bubba, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey now.
Hey now.
You know.
All right, we constantly keep hearing from the haters how not everything's a conspiracy theory, but I think the Pepe the Frog, Cole Allen precognitive tweet just throws water all over that, and there's some shut up juice for the people that try to throw shade on like us conspiracy theory people like me and Jay Bizzle.
What do you think that is though? Like what do you think the probability of it is?
Well, he fits the same MO as quite a few of these other guys, like Crooks over there in Butler, Pennsylvania, had a presence in what you would call like liberal narratives, and who knows how far deep it goes when they start building up the profiles on these MK Ultra psychopaths that at some point they're going to use to do nefarious things towards the MAGA movement and anybody who actually loves freedom in America. So, like Jay Bills is going to go deep dive on it tonight. We'll know by tomorrow.
That's a good point.
I will be, and I may end up. You might not see me tomorrow because I might time travel tonight. We don't know what's going to happen when I do that deep dive.
You should make a video of you deep diving in it and just kind of.
That way, when I do disappear, there will be evidence of it when I travel.
Correct.
Oh, dang.
Would you like to state your position on suicide right now? Are you suicidal?
No.
I, Jonathan Bird, am not suicidal.
I, Jonathan Robert Bird Jr., am not suicidal. I am enjoying life, but I will get to the bottom of this theory.
Okay.
I want to see chalkboards and whiteboards and slide rules and abacuses and all that stuff. This is, apply the scientific formulas of conspiracy theories to this, and you'll get to the bottom of it. That much I know.
Yes, I'm ready. And I'm ready for the future. Maybe I could travel back in the past because I had this girlfriend.
No, don't do that. You're going to screw everything up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm messing the whole time continuing thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's a lot of questions swirling around how this guy got where he got and all that. And yesterday, Andrew Mandy was alluding to something about manpower issues at the Secret Service, and I want to ask him a question about that. Okay, is it a quality issue, a quantity issue, or both?
I think it's a mixture of a lot of things, from what I understand. Now, I'm getting this information from other people inside, and I think it's a mix, and it's something that's been building over the years. It's been an anti-law enforcement narrative that has been perpetrated by those on the left, even in Congress, that has disincentivized people from joining, and then you mix that in with DEI policies that would tie back to the quality side of things. And we've seen plenty of stories that have, given black eyes to the Secret Service over the years. Basically, I really think the problem gets put on the DEI, honestly. And I'm not saying that DEI is that prevalent within the Secret Service, but they absolutely lowered their standards like they did with a lot of people. And what that caused was for the good cops and the good Secret Service agents to go ahead and retire, or to retire early, or those that were sticking it out later, go ahead and hang it up. And many of them did. Many of the good Secret Service agents just bowed out because they didn't want to put up with the bull crap and the bureaucracy, and that left them with what is now that manpower issue.
Well, see, that sounds like a conspiracy theory right there, which means it's 100% true.
Mm-hmm.
And, my concern is that, within the ranks of the people that are supposed to be protecting our dude, who gets death threats every freaking day at this point. We got a bunch of deep state affiliated swamp creature agents that might purposely be dropping the ball. You know what I mean? And they'll always maintain this level of culpable deniability where they were just looking the wrong way at the wrong time or something like that. And, you know, we can't be having that when Donald Trump is probably the most threatened individual on the face of the planet right now.
He absolutely is. I mean, there was a story just the other day, or I guess a week ago or so, that I never really got around to. But it was a Secret Service agent that got caught. Well, his side piece, and I think he was married. His side piece turned out to be an OnlyFans chick, and she was posting pictures of her in the bed, just like a little selfie, nothing nasty or derogatory, of her and the Secret Service agent. And it's like, oh, my boo's off work from the Secret Service, and now we're laying in bed chilling. And it's like, it's not good. It's not a good look. I got to hit this break, Bubba. I appreciate you, buddy.
All right, dudes, I'm out. Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hour number 3 coming up right after this.